to my channel. My name is Egwurube, Vine Cakes for Tarcut. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to make the best firm sugar lace. Okay, this has been done for like 3 weeks ago now, and so it is properly dried and it's so firm. The good thing about this recipe I'm going to share with you is it gives you a firm, thick, bold lace. With this paste, you get those bold patterns on your mats. And to do this, all you need is a bowl, corn flour, glucose syrup, icing sugar or confectionery sugar, hot water, and some CMC. If you don't have CMC, you can just go ahead and use Tylor's gum, okay? Tylor's in place of your CMC. Now, you will also need sugar mats, sugar lace mats. They have different patterns, and for this project, I'm using this particular one. And then I also have a palette knife here. I'm going to use this to spread my paste on the mats. And that will be all. You also need a measuring spoon to take your measurements. For this recipe, you'll need 1 tablespoon of CMC. 1 tablespoon CMC. You'll need 1 tablespoon of icing sugar. This is icing sugar or confectionery sugar. You will need 2 tablespoons of corn flour. You will need 1 tablespoon of glucose. You will need half teaspoon of 1 teaspoon of glucose syrup. If you don't have glucose syrup, you can go ahead and use corn syrup, but they actually serve the same purpose, okay? So if you have any of the two, it's good. You can just go ahead and use it. So we have all our ingredients in a bowl. So we're going to add 4 tablespoons of hot water. Make sure it's boiling water. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all our ingredients are in a bowl. We are going to stir it together. You can see it has stiffened. It's already thick. It's already firm. So you are going to keep mixing until you properly blend all your ingredients together into a smooth paste. Okay? You keep mixing until all ingredients are nicely mixed together. You can actually store this for as long as you want. Then make sure it's refrigerated. Put it in an airbag in a tight container and refrigerate. You can see how thick our paste is. This is really thick, but pliable. It can easily spread, okay? So don't be afraid. We still have everything in control. And this is perfect. You can see how nice it is. It's all incorporated, and you can actually see that this is firm enough to be molded. So I can actually place this on my mat and then spread it out. Now, if you want a colored lace, all you need to do is to add some colors to your paste. Okay? Now, if I want my lace to be white, bright white, I also need to add white to it. Okay? You can use any of the white colors, gel color preferably. Okay? So if you want a particular color, then it is at this point that you add it, okay, before you apply it to your mat, on the mat. So I'm spreading it on the mat. Make sure you fill up the space. You don't want to leave any space. Just keep spreading. Sometimes I like to go back and forth just to ensure that I fill up the whole space. This, if you want it urgently, you can place it in your oven. All you need to do is to light up your oven, allow it to heat up for say 30 minutes or thereabouts. You put it off and then place your silicone mat in the oven. The heat in the oven will just fasten up the drying process. And don't be afraid that it may burn or melt your mat. Your silicone mats are heat resistant, so it's going to be fine. But if you are not in a hurry, you may just need to leave this for some hours. Like for me, what I discovered with this particular recipe doesn't take long to dry. So in the next 20 minutes, this should be okay. So I have finished applying the paste on the mat. At this point, I'm going to scrape off the excesses on it, like what I'm doing now. Make sure you don't have excess paste around your mat, so that you have a flawless lace. So I'm going to work around the edges. To scrape out all the excesses. This is ready, so we are going to give it some time to dry up, then we'll peel it out and make another one. Our mat is properly dry. It's even separating on its own. When it dries properly, you don't need to struggle to remove it. It will just come out nicely on its own. Now if you want it bright white, you will need to add, like I said, you will need to add white to it. Okay, so we're going to add some other colors to our leftover paste and see what the colored one looks like. Okay, this is it. It's firm, it's not breaking. Leftover paste, I'm going to just add pink, a little bit of pink to it. I'm using dry color, although it's better to use gel color. Okay, gel color works perfectly fine. The Right now I'm using dry color. So I'm going to blend this together. Just walk around it, around the edges, remove all the excess neatly and leave it to dry. So we're going to wait for this to dry, say like 20-30 minutes, depends on the weather. If it's a sunny day, this won't take more than 20 minutes thereabouts to dry up. But if it's a humid weather, it could take longer, okay? But at most, whatever the weather is like, by the time you leave this overnight, it will come out on its own. That is if you are not in a hurry to use it. So it's advisable to always prepare your mat ahead of time so that you don't have to keep waiting for a long time for it to dry before you're able to use it. Thank you. Here we are. Our lace, our sugar lace is ready. You can see how beautiful it looks.